Military chiefs in Ukraine revealed that explosive devices were placed on the roofs of the third and fourth reactors at the Zaporizhzhia power plant. A major blast at the Zaporizhzhia plant would impact 1 billion people across 40 countries. The resulting exclusion zone of 30,000 kilometers would be equivalent to 10 Chernobyl zones, rendering it uninhabitable for the next 100,000 years. An F-22 successfully intercepted and intimidated an Iranian F-4 aircraft after the Iranian aircraft threatened a US MQ-1 drone. The F-22s were dispatched to rescue the drone from an Iranian attack and escort the platform home to a safe landing at a US airbase. The encounter suggests that the F-22 is indeed capable of superior air combat vectoring, aerial maneuvering, and stealthy approaches. An Italian ufologist claims to have proof that a crashed UFO was recovered in Italy in 1933. The alien craft was captured by American forces at the end of World War II and sent to the US. Pinotti showed documents to the newspaper that he claims are evidence of both the crash and a secret department set up by Mussolini to study the alleged saucer. Since early Tuesday morning, a shower of ash has endangered at least 2,000 people in southern Peru. Ubina's, the most active volcano among the 400 volcanic structures in the Andean country, has become active again. The Geophysical Institute of Peru, IGP, has predicted that this eruption will be no more than moderate. Prime Minister Alberto Otrola explained that the measure will allow them to take immediate and exceptional actions to reduce the risk. Russia's ambassador to the US dismissed media reports suggesting Moscow was planning a false flag provocation at Europe's largest nuclear power plant, located in Ukraine. Russian Ambassador Anatoly Antonov alleged that Kyiv was using the narrative to draw NATO into a devastating conflict. Antonov appealed to Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky's international supporters to prevent an escalation. David Grush claims the US has run a top-secret UFO retrieval program for decades. Journalist Leslie Keane helped reveal Grush's story and says more whistleblowers could come forward. She says, however, that there is still a risk for safety and jobs in speaking out. Broward County, Florida, placed some communities under quarantine to address sightings of an invasive pest. 2 zones in the Miramar area will need treatment to get rid of giant African land snails. The species was one of the factors that drove Tahiti's Partula snail to extinction in the wild. Titanic was released 25 years ago, and it was just added to Netflix. People are discovering things they've never seen, mainly because they're watching it on 4K TVs and not a crappy double VHS tape. One of those discoveries has gone super viral on TikTok. Climate disasters are not only failing to goad governments into taking bold action, but may be nudging societies toward increasing violence and cruelty. As the climate emergency intensifies, we may only find ourselves ever more affected by some of the indirect impacts of global warming. Such impacts will reflect a highly inconvenient overlap with key drivers of the authoritarian populism. The bill would make it a felony for people to intimidate or threaten others by disrespecting their gender identity. The measure is included in a package of legislation that would replace Michigan's existing Ethnic Intimidation Act. The bill was criticized by some on the political right due to the focus on the gender identity part of the bill. Johnie Cooks was the number 2 overall pick in the 1982 NFL Draft. He played 6 seasons for the Indianapolis Colts before retiring in 1992. Cooks started 6 games in 3 seasons for the New York Giants in 1990.